It's time for the Wendy Williams Show. Today, America's favorite Cosby kid, Keshia Pulliam, is getting ready to make a splash. Plus, Wendy's debuting this spring's hottest trends with a fabulous fashion show. And all the very latest juicy celebrity hot topics. Now, here's Wendy.
Showing up for the show today. Thank you for watching. I am doing great. We've got a terrific show lined up for you. Lindsay Lohan's back in court. Ryan Seacrest and Juliana Hough are over. And in Atlanta, there are two housewives, well, involved in a lawsuit. I've got the details. It's time for Hot Topic. Yesterday, don't you hate when you go to thank you. Don't you hate when you go to sleep too early or take a nap for too long and then it ruins you for sleeping at night? Like that happened to me yesterday. So the Sex and the City marathon, because you know I told you I catch it every weekend. It didn't start until 2 o'clock in the afternoon. So I'm watching and doing other things, you know, a mindless entertainment going on with the TV and stuff. I'm watching, next thing you know, I'm asleep. It's like 5:30. I didn't wake up until the last credits of Real Housewives of Atlanta, which was at 11 o'clock. So what time do you think I actually got back to sleep? Like 2:30 in the morning? It's just like backward sleeping. Anyway, but I can tell you, even though the girls were on last night, the bigger news is what's happening off screen with the Housewives of Atlanta. Okay, Kandi Burruss is still beefing with Kim Zolciak, and it's getting really ugly. Kandi is now suing Kim, claiming that she, Kandi, was never paid her royalties for Kim's Tardy for the Party. Well, Kandi was the writer of that song. Kim went to Twitter and defended herself, and Kandi, I gotta say, she actually makes sense. She says, if I owed her money, why did she do another song for me? Hashtag get the blank out of here. Well, this is true. Remember the follow-up song to Tardy for the Party was The Ring, The Ring, The Ring didn't mean a thing to me. I like that one also. Kandi, you're very, very talented, but you know, why are we still talking about this lawsuit with Kim? You should have gotten your money to begin with. Kim, if you do owe her money, maybe you should think about paying her that money just to, you know, shut it all up. Or is none of this true because Kim's reality show with her family is about to start up again and she wants us to remember that she's still alive? Kim, I love you, but I forgot all about you and Croy until this story. And then I was thinking, when Kim does come back, do we care about her storyline? Or was she supposed to have used being an Atlanta housewife to get a better life for her and then get off reality TV? So that's what I'm thinking. Because I know last we saw with Kim Zolciak, she's still beefing with her parents. I don't even care about that. Croy, though, is not first string, so I guess the household still needs a second income, which would be her money off of doing reality TV. But yeah, I forgot all about you, Kim. But the best part of this lawsuit story is Kandi's being represented by Phaedra, which means that she's going to lose. Because best I can tell, Phaedra isn't necessarily the best attorney. Even when the girls argue on the show, she's not really good at defending herself at all. She often backs down and then makes you think she said something because she makes those faces at the camera. But then, you know, like being on reality TV is kind of, to me, taking away Phaedra's credibility as any kind of lawyer simply because she's walking around with a thong and a gigantic behind that she can't stop talking about. And And she's a housewife, not a lawyer anymore in my mind. Anyway, unless you get that judge show, which will be really good for you, Phaedra. And then, do you guys, by the way, are you watching Vanderpump Rules? I caught up with a little bit of that yesterday also. Shout out to you, Lisa Vanderpump. I just think that if I could trade hair with any of the housewives, your hair is fabulous. I mean, I need that wig. It's not a wig, but you know. Anyway, Lisa Vanderpump, she's gonna make her debut on the season premiere of Dancing with the Stars tonight at 8 on ABC, and I will be watching. I'll be watching. So in the meantime, Lindsay Lohan is in a celebrity feud with Justin Bieber. Have you heard about this? Okay, so last week, Justin went on Instagram and did this whole rant against the media. Stop saying that I need rehab. Stop, making me out to be this horrible person. He denied needing rehab, but he also dug into Lindsay. Just randomly and out of nowhere, he says, "To those comparing me to Lindsay Lohan, look at her 2012 tax statements." Well, this is how you can tell. This is how you can tell that even though he makes grown money, he's still very childish and very much a kid, because it is only a child that would compare somebody's worth with what their tax return was. Thank you, little boy. And Justin removed the post instantly and apologized. One of his minders, one of his keepers probably came in and slapped him on the back of the hand and said, "Now you take that down." But Lindsay reportedly says it's too little, too late. According to TMZ, Lindsay feels that Justin is bullying her and called him a naive loudmouth who will pay for his meanness another time in life, which in actuality, of all the things she could have said about him, she took the high road. And of course, Lindsay knows about paying for things later on in life. Lindsay, we just need you to appear in court in LA today. How about that? How about, because if you know Lindsay's cyber personality, like we study here on our show, you know that everybody who says something about her, she has to immediately get back at them. She works, I'm telling you, she's working the social media like a part-time job, as opposed to working her way to LA to appear in court today. She's scheduled to appear in court today over allegedly lying to the cops about a crash that she had last summer. The crash was Lindsay was driving, and it was her assistant in the passenger seat, or one of her people. But allegedly, after the crash happened, they switched seats. So you would figure somebody would have that, and I can't believe it's taken so long to get this case to court. But Lindsay was spotted in New York yesterday trying to board a flight at the airport. Reportedly, though, she and some other people, I guess, that were with her, got off the flight before it took off. So then she went into like one of the airport VIP lounges and was scrambling, to find another flight. Well, she found one. God, it's good to be her. Just for a moment, let me tell you what she does, right? So she gets in contact with this energy drink company that sent her a private plane back to LA. I mean, as long as people keep enabling her, she will continue to make good stories for Hot Topics. Because if she doesn't show up in court today, they say there'd be a bench warrant for her arrest. So we'll keep an eye on this story for you, everybody. Thank you. Okay, so Nicki Minaj. Well, she's been making her coworkers over at American Idol very upset recently. By the way, she totally posed like a Barbie with the hand not even touching the hip, like the whole bit. If that's the look you're going for, you got it, Nicki. Anyway, so you all heard about this commotion that she caused last week behind the scenes. She showed up 15 minutes late to American Idol, which at this point, they are live. So when you show up 15 minutes late, you are late. You are late. And so Nicki said that she was stuck in LA traffic. According to our friend Perez Hilton at PerezHilton.com, he said that there was a total panic backstage. Ryan Seacrest had to explain her absence on live TV. And many of us, we saw this as it went down. I know, we saw this as it went down. That's how Nicki showed up. Cool, right? She eventually took the glasses off. She just like cool and rocker. I think it's very unprofessional that she showed up late, except in my mind, this was all engineered by Nikki and maybe one or two of her people. You know how for a live show, first of all, you're there hours before. She was probably cooling her heels in her dressing room saying, okay, let me one-up Mariah. Because remember, Mariah was late, but Mariah was late during the taped part of the show. So Nikki showed up late and Mariah's eyes began to roll and Nikki kind of sauntered in, and I think that this was engineered, and I don't think that this was done by mistake on Nikki. She did this so that, well, we would be talking about it, and we're talking about it. I have to say, again, and I've said this before, you know, she is the star of this season's American Idol. I mean, she has risen to the occasion where nobody thought that she would. She got rid of her hairstylist, and while she's still wearing fun Nikki hair, doesn't it look a lot more normal? I don't know what she's doing with her makeup, but I'm loving that also. She wants us to get her stuff at Kmart, so that's why she needs to sit in front of you. She wants you all to start buying her music. That's why she's sitting in front of you. And in my mind, when her contract is over for this season, she is so out of there. But yeah. The thing about Mariah is that, Mariah, I need you to be the bigger person and stop rolling your eyes and looking the other way. Like, let Nikki do that to you. You are so out of here talented. Like, you don't need to be so emotional about the antics of Nicki Minaj. I'm just saying. And, you know, there are certain celebrity stories that I get so wrapped up in, I damn myself for being so wrapped up in these people's lives. Like, I was so upset when I found out that Ryan Seacrest and Juliana Hough are broken up. It's time for hookups and breakups. Hit it. It was just last week that I was telling you all how I think that they should get married and create a Seacrest dynasty with the kids. And like, she's one of the luckiest girls in the world. You never hear about him falling out of club high on pills, messing around with other women. Like you never hear anything except that they've been together for 2 years. It's a beautiful dress, by the way. And Ryan works nonstop, reportedly, and that took a toll on their relationship. But he is the hardest working man in show business. Juliana, we knew that when we got involved with him. He's got his daily radio show, which, you know, as a radio person, you know you have to be there and be on time. Red carpet coverage for all of the award shows. He hosts American Idol. He's the executive producer of all the Kardashian shows, plus Shahs of Sunset, and several other. I'm tired just talking about his schedule. But that is what he does. And while, to me, getting a degree and making your own coins as a woman is the best way of doing things, but that's because there aren't enough guys like Ryan Seacrest around where we could just kind of latch on and do our nails all day and chill. I can't believe that you guys are over. Who's he going to date next? Perhaps the last straw was when she had allegedly $100,000 worth of jewelry stolen from her car. She went over to a friend's house, probably a friend in a wealthy neighborhood. She probably thought, no one's gonna steal her out here. And she didn't lock the doors, and somebody stole the jewelry, and now Ryan's probably looking at her. Because to me, stolen jewelry does not break up a relationship. Must have already been like a lot of ups and downs and rocky waters with them. And this was just the final straw. I am so sorry to hear about that. Damn it, Juliana. Damn it, Ryan. Anyway, so now it's time for the hookup. All right, Danny DeVito and Rhea Perlman. Well, listen, I told you several months ago that, because we were all shocked that reportedly they announced they were splitting after 30 years of being married. They're one of the strongest marriages in Hollywood, or the face of the earth. And there were rumors of infidelity on his part. And that Danny took Rhea for granted, which sometimes happens. And so she was sick of it. But anyway, he did all that he could do to win her back, according to Radar Online. And they have children together, too, by the way. According to RadarOnline.com, Danny has been pampering her with spa treatments and expensive dinners. Not all. Not all. She's a wealthy woman who could do for herself. You know, she wants an expensive dinner, she can do that. Spa treatments are nothing, and please don't get me another damn diamond. How about we have a simple conversation like we used to back in the day? You know, I don't know if you find this, but sometimes the older you get or the more in touch with yourself you get, the more simple conversation just seems to matter like so much. And so, but I'm glad that they're back together. I don't picture them sharing the same marital bed though. Do you know what I mean? Like I think that full-blown divorce is a younger person and a middle-aged person's game, not really an older person's game. Follow what I'm saying? Only because when you're older, how many through the fires do you go through with somebody? You know, it's the young years that really hold you together. So for me, I'm thinking, if I took him back, Rhea, I would have him live in one of the houses on the compound. I wouldn't have him live in my house, and we'd be best friends and always talk. Maybe once in a while we have the sex, but it's not necessary. And he could go out and date, but there'd be rules, like no bringing your bimbos to the compound. And when I date, I won't bring my guys to the compound, and we just kind of rework the terms of being married for the sake of friendship. Yeah. So, do you guys remember last week I was telling you about that Judge Judy lawsuit? Yeah. Okay, I'll catch up to speed. So last week, I was telling you that the wife of one of Judge Judy's producers is being sued by the judge. These two have been estranged from one another, the wife and the husband, since 2007 or something. Way too long to still be going through a divorce as opposed to just ripping the Band-Aid off and getting on with your life. Anyway, so the woman, the wife, is claiming that Judge Judy bought a set of china from her estranged husband, who works on the Judy show, without the estranged wife's consent. Judge Judy paid only $50,000 for china that's worth $500,000. Judy says now that the woman is trying to embarrass her and doesn't care about the stupid dishes. Judy doesn't want to be involved with the drama, so this is what I suggested, to return the china. So it turns out Judge Judy is returning the china to the producer, and then they can deal with the china and the rest of their divorce in court. In the meantime, when you think of a woman, or even a couple with $500,000 china, don't you think of somebody who looks maybe more like Susan Boyle, or a little bit like a little bit older, a little bit, well, anyway, we found a photo of the producer's wife who's suing Judge Judy. Because wait, before we show the photo, do you remember Judge Judy also said, according to what we told you last week, that this woman needs to get a life, and at 50, almost 50 years old, or 50, she needs to go out and find a job for herself. So that's why I'm thinking that the woman is more Boyle-ish. Well, we found a picture. Look. Right? She's gorgeous. She's all swirly. She's all swirly and good. Anyway, good move, Judge Judy. Leave that alone, because that right there looks like a whole lot of trouble. Anyway, last night, were you guys watching the season finale of Girls on HBO? Did you watch Red Widow, by the way? Did you watch it? Are you watching Red Widow? One person in the audience, nobody? No, do it by a clap, and don't clap if you don't mean it. Clap if you watch Red Widow. Okay, so this show is about to get canceled. I don't want it to be canceled. I felt so bad last night because I slept at 5:30. By the time I woke up, it was off. Oh my gosh, another show I love being canceled in my mind. All right, anyway, over at Girls, Leah Dunham, the creator and star of the show Girls on HBO, she's really proud of her curves. Not so much that posture in the bottom of that dress, though, girl. Just if you roll your shoulders back just a little bit. And we all need body help. You know, Dougie, every once in a while, when my eyes pop too much or I slump, you slide me a note that says, you know, pick up your shoulders or stop popping your thyroid eyes like that, right? So we all need a little coach every once in a while. And also back to the dress. If I could just show you one thing, Leah. This is what we do in wardrobe. You girls, you ever get a dress and you don't realize what's wrong with it from the waist down? That would be a very nice dress if she would tailor it and pull the back in at a seamstress. Do you understand what I'm saying? Yeah, just it totally changes the silhouette of the dress as well as good posture. Look, Leah is telling Playboy magazine, they asked her, if you woke up tomorrow in the body of a Victoria's Secrets model, what would you do for the rest of the day? Well, here's what she said. Because then I'm going to tell you what I'd do. Okay, she said, I don't want to go through life wondering if people are talking about me because I have a big rack. Not being the babyest person in the world creates a nice barrier. The people who talk to you are the people who are interested in you. It must be a big burden in some way to look that way and be in public. Yeah, I guess the burden would be that you have to be pretty all of your life. And I think that you're correct in what you said. You know, people who aren't the babyest people in life, you know, we're forced to have a reasonable personality or brush our teeth harder and make a nice smile or be smart in school and stuff. And I just think that your statement is correct. However, if I woke up tomorrow and I was a Victoria's Secret model, I'd spend the whole day eating. I lie to you not. Full fat everything. All right, everybody, we've got a great show planned for you. Keshia Pulliam is here. She was Rudy, you know, on the Cosby Show, and now she's all grown up. And she's one of the celebrities in the competition show on ABC, that diving show called Splash. Plus, InStyle magazine is here, and they're gonna show us the hottest fashion trends and big beauty trends for the spring. But up next, we're gonna get the inside scoop on Heidi Klum and Seal's hot new hookup. Keep it here. Here with some juicy celebrity stories from popgoestheweek.com. Please welcome Brian Baltazar. Brian, as you know, I don't like to know the content of your stories until you tell them to all of us. What's going on with Heidi Klum?
Well, really, this is the year, I'm calling it Heidi Klum 3.0, because she is, my sources tell me, she is completely liberated after this separation, divorce from Seal.
Okay.
And everything's coming up Heidi Klum. One, she's shooting America's Got Talent. You know, she's the fourth judge, and she's shooting that right now. She says she's the nice judge. And as far as judging with Mel B, because, you know, Scary Spice is the other judge, she says they both have claws, but they don't scratch. And she's also got this Carl's Jr. commercial. Have you seen the Carl's Jr. commercial?
No, I haven't.
Okay, she's basically making out with this cheeseburger. It's about half the size of her head. It's enormous. Okay, but how does she make that look good?
If I woke up tomorrow as a Victoria's Secret model, that's the first thing I would eat.
So, she says that she eats cheeseburgers and fries all the time, to which I say, yeah, right. But she's basically hooking up with the cheeseburger. It's a parody of The Graduate. She's Mrs. Robinson.
Okay, so the relationship with the bodyguard is still on?
Oh, yeah, Martin, it's hot. They were just in Brentwood yesterday enjoying an iced coffee on St. Patty's Day. Everything is great with them. Meanwhile, Seal has a little hookup of his own, apparently.
Okay.
He's rumored to be with Erin Cahill, who was first known as the Pink Power Ranger. No joke. Which, okay, you gotta start somewhere. And now
exactly.
Exactly. And you know what? She's actually a really great actress. If you Google her, she's always the one crying as a guest star. She apparently can turn on the waterworks like nobody else. So
I need her to be
she's
hotter, though.
Oh, no,
I know she's got it in her.
Yeah, I mean, if you can wear that pink jumpsuit, then, you know, pull that off. So it's a really good place for all of them. And actually, Heidi Klum said she'll probably never get married again, but everything's kind of very normal. And even their relationship with Seal is actually very civil.
Oh, is it?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Is Martin?
They've been taking
do Martin and Seal get along?
Well, I think they keep a safe distance. But
Yes.
as far as Heidi and Seal kind of navigating the whole thing of having kids together, it's very civil.
Yes. Now let's talk about the music star and the ultimatum from the fiance. Who are we talking about
Okay,
here?
we're talking about John Legend and Chrissy Teigen.
I heard about this.
Right, okay, so the rumor is that Chrissy, you know, they've been engaged for like 3 years now and dating since 2007.
I know.
And that she apparently was like, sell your East Side bachelor pad and buy a bigger place for a couple to live in. And apparently, you know, that's the rumor. He did just buy a one-bedroom that was $2.5 million. We have pictures of the place, actually. It's amazing. That's the exterior right there.
Yeah.
A one-bedroom for $2.5 million, but look at it. It is beautiful.
Yes.
Now, Chrissy Teigen has said recently at a red carpet interview, like, someone asked her, when are you guys getting married? And she basically said, and it's hard to say whether she was joking or not, if he doesn't do it this year, it's off. Now, you know, you're saying this on the red
Easy, Juliana.
carpet. Yeah. But, you know.
Easy girl.
Chrissy Teigen's a Sports Illustrated swimsuit model.
Oh, she is?
Yeah, so
Okay.
she's got something going for
She's
herself,
got it,
too.
she's
Yeah.
got it, okay.
Yeah.
Well, I like her. I saw them on Open House New York.
Yeah.
And she seems to have a very good personality.
She's
They were
funny.
showing one of their houses.
She's funny and humble and obviously gorgeous.
Yeah, you can't threaten somebody into engaging you, though.
And he was supposed to have an album out, that's true, out
Yeah.
late last year, and now it's looking like he's just the creative process is taking longer than he thought. So it's gonna
Okay,
be
you're
a little bit
draining his
longer.
creative juices,
I know.
Chrissy, and that will do ultimately nothing but backlash and bite you. Just relax, girl. He'll marry you.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay,
TLC.
TLC, the movie.
TLC, the movie, is trucking along. They started shooting in Atlanta last week.
Okay.
And we have some more casting updates. Just to get you up to speed, there's TLC there. The cast for Keke Palmer is going to be playing Chili.
I
don't know if
love
you know
that
Keke.
idea.
She was in Joyful Noise.
Yeah.
Lil Mama is playing Left Eye. She sings Lip Gloss. You remember Lip Gloss. Don't make me
My
sing
lip
it.
gloss is popping.
That's right. Yeah, exactly. Drew Sidora from That's So Raven is going to play T-Boz, okay? And the newest updates, Carl Payne is going to play L.A. Reid, and he's Cockroach from The Cosby Show.
Yes.
Right?
Okay.
yes,
Good for you, Carl.
yep.
We haven't seen you in a while.
And Pebbles, you know Pebbles, do
Yes.
you want to ride? Okay, that's going to be, that was me singing Mercedes Boy. Rochelle Aites is going to play that. She's actually from White Chicks and Family Reunion, Tyler Perry's film.
Yeah, I don't know
But she's
her.
going to be in an upcoming hot series on ABC called Mistresses with Alyssa Milano, where it's basically all being mistresses.
Good
and
for
very
all
sexy.
of you. We can't wait for that TLC movie.
Yeah,
That was
and there's
really
gonna-
good.
There are going to be some things you don't know about TLC that make it into the film.
Excellent.
Yeah.
We love that. Brian Balthazar, everybody. Make sure you check out more juicy celebrity stories by going to popgoestheweek.com. Everybody, up next, Keshia Knight Pulliam is here. Excuse me, still to come, Keshia Knight Pulliam. Up next, though, we've got the hottest fashion and beauty trends for the spring. So stay with us. Welcome back. You know, spring is just less than a week away, and we're gonna update your look from head to toe. Here from InStyle magazine to show us the latest spring trends in fashion and beauty are Amy Zanette Donible. Did I say it? Oh, excuse me, Amy.
Sinet Denible.
Sinet Donible. And also Severa Shaw. Hi, Severa. You're not from Jersey, are you? They're very fancy.
It's a complicated name.
Yeah. Well, spring is not so complicated. Thank you so much, both of you, for being here to break down the looks. Let's get started with our fashion show. All of our models are from our studio audience. Our first one is Jacqueline. Jacqueline, come on out. And, oh, see? Okay. Tell us about the fashion and beauty trend.
Well, this look is all about the power brow. This was a big look for spring. We saw it at Marc Jacobs, at Prada, and it's amazing for women, especially if you have a naturally fuller brow, because it really brings out your features, frames your face. She also has a peekaboo braid, which is sort of an update on the braid trend we've been seeing for a couple seasons now. What's fun about this is it's not the main act, it's just sort of like an accessory this season, a little way to accent your hairstyle that makes it look edgy and kind of modern.
Now, what about her nails? I see something. Hold your nails very, very still.
Okay,
Jacqueline.
look closely because this is absolutely amazing. This is instant nail art. Sally Hansen Insta Gel.
Oh, I have that.
Amazing. It works so quickly,
Yeah.
will last 2 weeks, and you get a custom nail art look at home, very simple.
So what's the deal with length for spring, by the way? Long, short, what's the deal?
Well, we're seeing a variety of things. And you know, this is all about warm weather leather. Designers are taking a material that's traditionally for colder months and
Yes.
saying, you know what, we can wear this anytime we want.
A
you
nice
know?
juicy color.
Punchy color, great silhouettes like your t-shirts, your shorts, your mini skirts and dresses. This is a high-waisted skirt. It's from Lulu's and it's in the color of the year, emerald.
Is this very expensive, Sabira?
Well, everything we're seeing today is $200 or under, and there's a whole range of prices.
Gotcha.
This is very reasonable. It's
You look
only
nice,
40
Jacqueline. All right, come on. Thank you, Jacqueline. Leanne is next. Leanne is from our Wendy studio audience. Wow. Now, all right. What are we talking? We'll do makeup first. The beauty trends. What's going on here?
Okay, this is sort of a classic old Hollywood look, but we've updated it with a nude lip, which is much more fresh and modern for spring. She also has very soft, kind of touchable waves, which is another kind of way of making this look more modern. There's nothing stiff about it. It's very kind of soft and touchable. And on her nails, you've got to check out these nails. These are amazing. She has a moon mani in this amazing kind of flame color that picks up the color of her outfit and really pops and just adds kind of a modern update to her whole look.
Yes, and jumpsuits are big for the season as well.
Well, like the flame color is literally the red hot trend color of the moment, and you can wear it in this beautiful, nice long liquid line and get a nice slimming silhouette.
Yeah.
And if you're on the fair side, you'll go for a blue-based red, and if you have darker skin like Leanne's, go for the orangey yellow-based red.
Yeah, gorgeous. Thank you, Leanne. Thank you, ladies. All right, our next model is Karen. Karen, come on out. Amy, we're gonna start with Karen's beauty, and then we're gonna get to that hot suit. Go ahead.
Right. This is a trend that we really didn't think would take off the way that it has, but it has legs. We've seen it on the red carpet, we've seen it on the runways, and it's the pink highlight. And this is a great thing to do just for a night out because you can clip it in, very simple, very fast. She also has a cat eye, what we're calling a kitten eye, because it's a little bit softer, a little less dramatic and more wearable.
And again, the pronounced eyebrows. And let's see your nails. Just hold them very still.
And nails, opaque white. Think patent leather,
Love
shiny patent white.
And they go with everything. Okay, Samira?
Yes, all right.
Tell us about the fashion.
It's about this huge trend. Black and white is everywhere, and you see it in this beautiful suit. This is picking up on the tuxedo suiting trend. You want to not complicate this with pops of color when it comes to accessorizing. Just black or white or neutral, as in you see with these silver metallic shoes.
I like it. Simple, but hot. Thank you, Karen. Okay, we have one more model. It's Valencia. Valencia, come on out. We're going to start with the beauty for... Oh, my gosh, I love this. I love this. Good pick for dress, Samira. We'll get to that in a moment. Amy, tell us about...
Right, so she has a low, sleek bun. We saw this at Givenchy, at Ralph Lauren. Classic spring look. Keeps the hair off your face. Looks sleek and very polished. She also has a matte red lip, which is a great look for spring. You can achieve this with a lip pencil or just by blotting your lipstick with some blotting papers. And on her nails, she has the reverse French manicure.
I love that.
Right, and what's fun about it is that it's done in a dark color, which is untraditional for spring, and it adds a little bit of an edge to an otherwise girly outfit.
And talk about this outfit.
Yes, I mean, this is what we're calling it in style, your modern floral. It's not your grandma's floral print. It's
I would
fresh,
totally wear
it's
this.
new. It's like, you know, these beautiful, gorgeous, big blooms. And this dress is from Unique Vintage. It's got some beautiful details around the bust line, the pleating, and then the length of it is such that it's a classic, romantic
Very
thing.
Audrey.
But it's very on trend as well.
Yeah. I love all of these looks. Ladies, come on back up. Thank you both so much for being here. Samira, Amy, thank you. Special thanks also to our nail artist, Naomi Yatsuda, for the fabulous nail designs. For more information about these looks, please log on to wendyshow.com. Everybody, up next, it's time for Ask Wendy. How you doing? It's time for Ask Wendy. How you doing?
How you doing, Wendy?
I'm doing well, thank you.
My name is Melissa, and I have someone interested in dating me, but I know for a fact that he's been hooking up with another woman in our neighborhood. So they're not serious. But do I owe it to her to let her know that he's interested in me? And Wendy, is he off limits?
Okay, there's a couple of things. First of all, I need clarification now on what a hookup is, because I'm thinking a hookup does not involve dinner or anything but sex.
You're right.
Just sex.
Yes.
So he's not just interested in hooking up with you. He's interested in pursuing you like girlfriend status, perhaps.
Right.
But he's only hooking up with your neighbor.
Right.
Well, first of all, I don't like making the neighborhood messy by dealing with the same man.
Right.
And I have a feeling that even if he got with you boyfriend, girlfriend status, that the hookup is still convenient in the neighborhood. I don't think you should go to the woman. I think that you should let him know that you know that he's hooking up with her.
Right.
And that you don't play that. Politely decline. And I would leave him alone.
Yeah.
There's other men out there.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Very well, Melissa. You guys keep it here, please. Keshia Knight Pulliam is coming up next. Loved our next guest as the adorable Rudy Huxtable on The Cosby Show. And in her new show, Splash, she and 10 other celebrities are training and competing in professional diving. Please welcome to our show, Keshia Knight Pulliam. Shut him down without saying a word. I'll explain. First, let me just take you in. Is this a shirt as a dress or a dress as a shirt? Would you like a prayer cloth?
Actually, it's a dress as a dress.
Oh, it's a dress as a dress.
Yes, ma'am.
It's hot. And
Thank you.
your shoes are, they were just on the runway in the fashion show. This is the new Neutralist, silver and gold pair of shoes. Fabulous.
Little Jimmy Choo.
A little Jimmy Choo. And good legs. You've got on no
Thank
pantyhose,
you.
nothing.
No.
It's good. I mean, well, I couldn't wait for you to come here, and I have not commented on the blog pictures and some of the, nasty things that people were saying about your weight. Apparently, some of the cameras got into some of the rehearsals for the Splash Show diving competition.
We actually, it was an outdoor facility.
Yes.
However, like the crazy thing is, I know the pictures you're speaking of, and I saw them, and as a woman, no matter what, even if you don't look like that, I was mortified. I had that moment where you like fall out in your closet and you're like, ah, but I realized that I could either be defeated by it or inspired by it. And at the end of the day, every woman, I'm not the first nor the last who's gonna have a picture that's unflattering taken of them.
Clearly
but
it
wasn't,
angle.
but not only
You're
was
not
it
a
the
fat
angle,
girl.
I feel like they may have done something a little, I'm not gonna say, because I wasn't there.
Maybe photoshopped
but
it
it was
a
a little bit extra, because I had that moment, you know how women we do. I straight, naked out the shower, looked in the mirror, posed. I was like, yeah, I don't look like that, I'm good.
Exactly. And you just made a comment about how you wanted to go and fall out in your closet. Well, your closet is big enough to fall out in. We secured a picture, and I can't help but notice your incredible shoe collection, handbags, and everything.
That's in my Atlanta house.
That's in your Atlanta house. The last time that you were here, I remember you were remodeling to make the closets bigger.
Yeah.
That's the final outcome.
That is.
Are you still living there by yourself?
I am.
Are you in love?
Am I in love with me?
Oh. All right, so tell us how you became a part of this show, Splash.
It's really crazy. The opportunity was presented to me, and of course my team at first was like, oh, absolutely not. But I was like, I really love swimming. And then I did my research. I'm such a Google girl. I looked and I realized that there were absolutely no African-American women who had competed or medaled in diving in the Olympics or on any high level. So I have my nonprofit, which is called Camp Kizzy. It's all about girls and inspiration and dream big, think big, accomplish big. And I was like, you know what? This is the perfect opportunity to inspire others. Because at the end of the day, what I've learned through working with girls, they don't know to dream it or even to strive to be it if they don't know it exists.
If you don't put it out in front of them. Well, but diving is no joke. I mean, dare I say, this is probably harder than even at Dancing with the Stars, because at least both feet are on the floor when you're dancing.
Right, there's absolutely...
Look at you go. Oh my gosh. Look at this. This is incredible. That is really incredible. I love swimming too. I used to swim competitively, but I haven't ever taken a dive off anything higher than a starting block for a race. In my entire, and there I am, starting and blocking. But
you're getting it.
But all I can think about, I told you I swam competitively, but the diving though is very difficult. What is the hardest part?
What I must say, the hardest part is, there's nothing that you can do to prepare for it in terms of another sport.
Right.
Because no other sport do you jump from a platform that's 2-3 stories, and land on your head. So just that whole sensation, your natural reflex is to want to put your feet down, but that's not what you do in diving.
Yeah, well, it looks really interesting. You have a pool in Atlanta?
I do.
Now, do you have a diving board on that pool?
I don't have a diving board, but what I did was I wanted a more tranquil setting. I have 3 younger brothers, and they already think it's like their personal
spa retreat when they come to your house.
Hangout, which I don't mind. I love having my family over. But on either end, on the deep end side, I kind of did a water feature.
Oh, gotcha.
And you can kind of step up on it and jump over into the pool. So we do that all the time.
Nice. It sounds fabulous. There is a myth out there that black girls like to avoid pool water, and because of our hair.
Black girls do swim.
And how have you been managing with your hair? It's shiny and bouncy and beautiful.
Thank you.
It looks like it's all yours. Is that all you?
90% of it is.
Okay.
No, I'm a girl. I can't really do weaves. Like, my scalp is like claustrophobic. Like, I need to scratch my scalp.
Yes.
So I will do clip-ins. Like, I'll just clip a couple pieces in here, there, and keep it moving.
And you know how to manage your own beauty routine in between, so it doesn't. Now, the Cosby Show.
Yes.
I couldn't let you get away without talking about it for a moment. The repeats happen all the time, like every day someplace.
Yeah.
Do you ever sit and watch a marathon?
You know, I do sometimes, and now the House of Pain is also in syndication.
Yeah.
So, it's very often that I flip the channel and I can see myself.
There's
but I
nothing
love
corny
watching
about
the Cosby.
that.
No, I mean, it's like watching old home movies almost, you
Yeah.
know, because I have so many fond, wonderful memories of the Cosby Show, of the cast, of, you know, so I'm remembering it as a child doing it.
Yes.
And it's funny because sometimes I look and I'm so itty bitty.
I know.
And
You're still itty bitty.
But no, the crazy thing is, like, you know, like you are the same person inside
Yes.
even when you're little. Like you grow, you learn lessons, you mature. But I look back and I'm like, wow, I felt so much bigger than I actually was.
Yeah.
So-
Well, thank you for all the years of entertainment and with the Cosby Show. And now, good luck with Splash. The season premiere of Splash is tomorrow night at 8 on ABC. Keshia Knight Pulliam, clap it up for her. Up next, everybody, it's time for Wendy's Pop Quiz. Keep it here. All right, we're back. It's time for Wendy's Pop Quiz. Now, before the commercial break, I asked you the following question. Which celebrity attended Rudy Huxtable's slumber party in an episode of The Cosby Show? The answer, everybody, is, well, I gave you choices. Stacey Dash, Alicia Keys, C, Robin Givens. The answer is B, Alicia Keys. I know. She played Rudy's friend on The Cosby Show when she was just 4 years old. And then Robin Givens and Stacey Dash actually did appear on The Cosby Show. Robin played Theo Huxtable's love interest. And then Stacey played a patient of Dr. Huxtable's with a gallbladder infection. Just a little random trivia, thank ya. Everybody, that's Wendy's Pop Quiz. Thanks for playing. We'll be right back. Keep it here. A really good time with you today. I want to thank Keshia Knight Pulliam, also from InStyle magazine. Thank you so much for stopping by and showing us what's hot for spring. Brian Baltazar, thanks for the juicy stories. And of course, my fabulous co-host, my studio audience. Thank you for being here. Tomorrow on the show, we've got the latest celebrity to be fired off. The Apprentice, LaToya Jackson's going to be here. And the lovely Tatiana Ali stops by. I love you for watching today. And I'll see you next time on Wendy. Bye-bye.